Can't be drawn out, it's gonna be too dry, just get on with it, get everybody dancing, let's have a good time. But first of all, I just want to thank everyone for making this day possible. To the parents of the beautiful bride, Mark and Peggy Matthews, to my father, Greg Walker, and to both sides of the wedding party, and any of those who contributed in the planning of this wonderful day. But most of all, thank you all for coming out and celebrating these two tonight. So let's have a cheers for that. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Garrett, and I'm Travis's little brother. I've looked up to this guy for a long time, for as long as I can remember. For 6 years, I had this speech written on my typewriter, so it was kind of hard to get it transferred from the typewriter to print it out. It's long overdue, to say the least. Although it is hard to condense 25 years of a relationship into the memories into one single speech, I will do my best before Travis cuts me off. Travis is someone that I've looked up for as long as I can remember. Someone who I have shared every memory and every facet of my life with. From the time I was born, Travis and I have done everything together. He's allowed me to tag along in everything that he has done, and it has been, whether it was good or bad. Travis has encouraged me to do a lot of things in my life. From eating freshly laid tar on Garden Street, to lighting nearly everything on fire on South Street, capturing every animal imaginable and trying to keep it alive, onto the prairie where we hunted every species that came near Napoleon Road, but still found time as aspiring professional athletes. With that being said, I cannot recall a time in athletics where that has not been the Walker motive. Travis started playing football, so of course, Garrett now plays football. Travis started playing basketball. Garrett now plays basketball. Travis plays baseball, and of course, Garrett now wants to give it a try. I somehow finessed my way onto many of Travis's teams in my day, because if Travis made a team, you could almost guarantee I was tagging along those practices, trying to get drafted on the sideline. Through high school, it all still applied. We drove to school together, we went to practice together, hung out after games together, and had the exact same group of friends, which you can find here at these tables. He never seemed to mind one bit. I played the same 3 sports, and as Travis, he was fine having his little brother as his permanent shadow. I remember a time on the road right here in Bascom, Ohio, playing state-ranked Hopewell Loudon, and Travis blew a coverage in the first half and hurt his ankle. Derek Meyer, the starting quarterback, who was a senior at the time, went down with something minor right before halftime. I remember watching Travis grimace as I warmed up throwing on the sideline to go in, and I don't think he was grimacing in pain. Travis got his ankle tape, spatted over top of his cleat, and attempted to sprint and warm up so he could go back into the game, taking the reign at quarterback instead of his little brother. He never did return to the game, but a trip to the emergency room was necessary instead. We did not score a single point on any drive of mine, and proceeded to get trounced by Hopewell Loudon 49-7. And although his ankle did end up being severely broken, it was the thought of protecting his little brother by those 20 Brickner boys was the count. Sorry my speech is a little longer than Lauren's. I'm going to draw this out a little bit. Hopefully it's not dry. That same year I remember tagging along with Travis to his gang to watch our own girls basketball team play at the districts. And of course, Mike Komorowski was driving. But at this time, there was a really pretty, mysteriously reserved and quiet girl who also tagged along on this trip. That girl's name was Hannah Matthews. That night, Travis was wearing an Ezekiel Elliott-esque, crop-topped Marilyn Manson belly shirt, a do-rag, and some cheerleading shorts. And for some reason, that sealed the deal. They began hanging out all the time. Travis spent his time in her locker before school instead of taking dumps in the wall urinals and finishing his homework that he should have done the night before. I know that's the second dump joke that Travis has heard tonight. I had no idea that Lauren was going to say. For some odd reason, Hannah remained interested. She continued to hang out with Travis. Her first time over at the Walker household, it was a snowy night. Travis was bringing her over to meet the family. It went really well. She came over. I'm sure we watched the Pistons, Red Wings, or Wolverines blow a game in some fashion, to truly get a feel of the Walker household and what we were accustomed to. We broke Hannah in the only way that we knew how to, making jokes, taking absolutely nothing seriously at all, watching internet videos, listening to music, and having a good time. It was getting late. Hannah began gathering her things, getting ready to go home, probably putting her boots on the wrong feet like she had done multiple times. We all had said her goodbyes, telling her how much we enjoyed having her over, and telling her she was welcome anytime. She probably didn't even care if her boots were on the wrong feet. She just wanted to get the hell out of the house. Our family, of course, watched Hannah walk down the alley and to quickly notice that Travis did not accompany her on the slope of the alley that took on Buchanan Street. Travis came in the back door, and you could already hear Greg, my dad, and I laughing like hyenas. Hannah took a little tumble and was lying flat on her back from a patch of ice. Of course, my mother lit into Travis, telling him that you should always walk the female out when they leave for that exact reason. It is safe to say that on that night, Hannah officially, literally, and figuratively broke the ice. From that point on, and for the last 8.5 years, any memory that I have with Travis and Hannah it's those two together. There's nothing I can remember doing for the past 8.5 years without you two. The trio of Travis and Hannah and I have included road trips to Cleveland, Detroit, Panama City Beach, Nashville, and Denver, and nearly every errand in between those trips. I've accompanied these two on nearly everything they've done. Travis and I graduated together, he accepted a job, and these two were planning on moving in together. I had to make a decision whether I wanted to spread my wings and cut the ties, or I had a plan in the back of my mind to maybe go to grad school and see if I could keep those ties a little closer. I was excited to say that they were making that step, but little Gary boy was accepted into graduate school and had some news for these two. I also rented a loft in downtown Bowling Green. It was on the same floor, and it was about 3 doors down from Travis and Hannah. I am sure they were equally as excited as I was. At this point, Travis and I live and we work in different cities, but in any of my free time, you can guarantee you can find me over at Travis and Hannah's. It is safe to say that I am one of the happiest people here today. I look forward to officially welcoming my sister, the beautiful Miss Hannah Walker, into our family, although it has felt that way for quite some time. And without a doubt, there's only one person who adored Travis and Hannah's relationship just a little more than I do. And we can all imagine how happy that our mother is. I'm sure she already has her glass up. So if everyone else could join, let's toast to a great day, an unforgettable night, and a future forever. Thank you guys.